What's good, people? Uncle Hotep back at it again. How y'all doing? Tip, T.I. buying back his old neighborhood. No fresh produce, liquor stores. Now, let me read some of this. T.I.'s on a mission, has to do with rebuilding his old neighborhood in the Center Hill section of Atlanta. He started a real estate company called Buy Back the Block, which I think Slim Thug was the first to start doing this. You know, buying back his own neighborhoods. In a recent interview, said he partnered with Killer Mike and bought the Bankhead Seafood Building, a beloved eatery that closed earlier this year after 5 decades of being in business. On top of that, he purchased a number of lots in his old neighborhood and bought 6 buildings as well. So far, Tip has spent over $2 million out of his own pocket without any outside assistance, and it seems that he's just now getting started. I grew up in the 80s and 90s in the Center Hill section of Atlanta, just off the Bankhead Highway. Back then, that part of town was considered the lower end of the middle class. After crack era, the community stalled, and from '94 to 2012 became extremely desolate areas for business. There's no major grocery store chain. There's no fresh produce. There's no CVS. There are liquor stores. God damn. The rapper said he doesn't want to improve the area and then make it so expensive that people can't afford it. He wants to do the opposite. So those who've always been there don't have to move. Now with the Beltline, I guess they're building a new stadium. I don't want to be one of those situations where luxury condos go up and people who are native are pushed out of the fringes because they can't afford to live there. I want to provide a development that would allow people from the area who love the community to be able to afford to stay. They want to do green spaces, gardens, movie theater, bowling, laser tag. Stuff he didn't have. Now this is what... Okay, it does mention Slim Thug. Now Slim Thug was probably the first to do it. First I ever heard doing it. But this is what these rappers should have been doing. And I'm glad it's better late than never. Better late than never that the Shines start to buy back their communities and things of that nature. Now, some of them are gonna be slick and just sell when that price go up for the gentrification progress. But you have to have ownership, so you can at least have the choice to be able to make that choice. If you don't own these buildings, then when they start raising prices, you don't got no choice but to get out. You know what I'm saying? But I commend T.I. You know, he's blocked me on Twitter. I don't know, man. But I know he run on his wife, run out in the streets on his wife several times. But I got to salute from this, and more. These rappers should be doing this. You know what I mean? Don't take that money and just throw it up in the air in strip clubs, man. Nah, that's not the way to go. That's not the way to go. Take that money, buy these houses and everything else, fix them up. You know what I mean? You might have to raise the price a little bit, but make it affordable. Now it's up to the Shine, and when this happens, you got to raise the standards of living. I mean, you got to raise the culture. You can't be like, yo, man, you go to Shine neighborhood, someone they're just smoking Newports all over the street, and liquor bottles. I'm telling, I mean, with beer bottles. You got to clean that up. We raise the standards, then we got something. But salute, we'll find out then. I don't want to be a negative Nancy. We'll find out then. But salute to T.I. who's buying back his block in Atlanta. Yeah, y'all better buy it for that man come. That man gonna come and buy it. So all you rappers in Atlanta, there's a whole bunch of y'all. Gucci, T.I., Jeezy, all y'all should own Atlanta, and there's no excuse for it. There's no excuse for y'all not to own it. Y'all should own every goddamn inch of that goddamn city. Y'all running around buying goddamn Lambos and Bentleys and shit like that. Buy your neighborhood back. Anyway, this is Uncle Hotep. Peace.